Chris Hardy is a dear friend of mine. He's a great man. One of the main reasons I come over here, Rex obviously had the vision, but I've known Chris for quite some time. I've never met somebody so passionate about making sure that the aloe that you get, everything he just said, it's absolutely true. And I wish, I mean, you guys are out building the business. That's what you should be doing. I'm in the manufacturing world, and so I can truly appreciate everything that Chris does and his team does at Aloe Vera of America and all the fields that they do. They focus on quality. They focus on giving you the absolute purest material possible. There is no other company in the world that harvests it from scratch, goes through that filleting process, and makes sure it delivers to you. There's no other company in the world. Zero. You have it. It's forever living, okay? You have the best aloe in the world. I hope you don't take it for granted, okay? Don't take it for granted. And the guy in charge of making that happen out there in Aloe Vera of America is one of the best men I've ever met in my life, and you are in good hands. And when you take that aloe, just know Chris Hardy is behind that, and he will always make sure that you have the best products possible. It's so funny. You know, it's this world's so funny. The world's catching up a little bit. Look at this. This is called Nutraceutical World. Okay, it's a magazine, it's an industry magazine that goes out. There's a lot of these types of publications that come out. It's for me and people in this industry as we're looking at emerging technologies. Okay, on the cover, the new emerging technology as of April 2013. You want to know what it is? Aloe. This is what they're telling us. They're saying, by the way, have you seen aloe? It's incredible. It's like, where you guys been? Rex knew about this 35 years ago, boys. I'm glad you're finally catching up, huh? You guys have already been there. You already know. You know what's up. Come on. You kidding me? All right. Today we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about a couple of things, and we're going to talk about, in this business, you have to be able to convey a coherent, cohesive, duplicatable message that you can give to somebody in their living room or in their igloo or in their Kwanzaa hut or wherever they are in the world. You have to be able to tell it in a very succinct way. If you start to, that's not going to work. Okay, that's not Ugandan, right, Carl? That's not, I was trying to, what was that? That was stutter. And stutter doesn't work. You have to talk clearly. And you have to give people a plan so that they can use the products, be a product of the products, and then be able to sell the products. First thing starts with passion. I think you guys have that, a passion for helping people become better. But today, the title of my presentation is Building Your Nutrient Superhighway. Because the reality is energy, what's got you here today and what's provided you everything that you have, comes from nutrients and metabolic waste elimination. So today, I'm going to give you 3 very simple steps. I hope you bring your writing utensils, your iPads, whatever you need to write it down. If you use this model, you will amplify your sales and you will increase your overall base of people that you're helping worldwide, okay? So stay focused. Stay with me, and this is the way you need to present the products to people. You ready? You with me? All right, let's go do this. Help, number 1, starts with aloe. Chris did an incredible job presenting aloe. Hopefully you understand it's the best aloe in the world. It all starts with aloe vera. If I'm talking to somebody today for the very first time, I don't focus on Vitalize. I don't focus all over here on Vision. I don't talk about all of this other stuff, and I'm going to tell you why, but it starts with aloe, okay? Start with aloe. Stay focused. Number 2, stay with the foundation, and number 3 is we're going to talk about personalization. Now, how many of you agree that energy is important, that you have energy? How many of you agree? Yeah? Those of you who don't, I'd love to see you be successful without it. You got to have it. You have to have a level of energy. In fact, our bodies tell us. how we're doing by our energy levels, both mentally and physically. Okay? So there's two factors. The primary factors are, number one, are we getting nutrient intake? Not just are we consuming foods and are we consuming supplements, but are we getting it into our bodies? Is it being absorbed and is it being utilized? There's a big difference between taking a bunch of product or food and actually getting it into our bodies. Okay? And number two is eliminating waste. A lot of people miss this one. This one is so important. Think about it like this. I lived in Utah. And while in Utah, there was these beautiful springs that would come off the mountains after the winter snow. Okay, and in April this time, you go out to Utah, and I lived in a little place called Kaysville, and coming off the mountain is these beautiful streams. And you go out there, cool, full of nutrients, beautiful, so fresh. Runoff goes all the way into what's called the Salt Lake. You know what the Salt Lake is? It's a Dead Sea. Now, how can this wonderful water that's coming in end up as a Dead Sea? Because there's nothing going out. It's just a cesspool. It just sits there, and it just sits there, and it just sits there. All these nutrients we're taking into our bodies, they're doing all these wonderful actions inside. They're catalyzing. They're actually, because of vitamin E and selenium working together, you actually have a reaction inside of your body. Because of vitamin C, you have bioflavonoids. You have vitamin E, and you have calcium, and you have magnesium, and together they absorb the nutrients as a result of a reaction that takes place inside of your body. So all these great reactions are happening inside of our bodies, but guess what? Just like an engine in a car, you don't just get magical action of energy with no excess waste. So what happens? The excess waste comes out the tailpipe, right? Out comes the back end, okay? Well, if you block the tailpipe and it shoves it right back up into the motor, what's the motor going to do? Over time, it's going to wear down, not perform as well, and become a Dead Sea. A Dead Sea. The key to what we're doing here at Forever Living is we're optimizing the nutrient intake and we're eliminating waste. What Carl was talking to you about before, these NFL players, these sports enthusiasts who've been going for it nonstop, they sometimes have been taking nutrients and so forth. But they're not, in many cases, managing those free radicals and eliminating that metabolic waste. And as a result, bad things are happening. They're stiffer. They're having trouble from a mental clarity, physical clarity. It's a problem, okay? It's a real problem. So, together, we're gonna work on this, and we're going to give you an optimal lifestyle. Now, it all starts, like we talked about, with aloe. Aloe Vera gel is your starting point. And it's your starting point because I hope you understand the benefits of what aloe actually does in the GI system. It lines the GI so that it gives you the better opportunity to absorb the nutrients that you're eating and that you're consuming. Now, Chris has talked to you a lot about aloe vera gel. It's used for 3,500 years. So many constituents, active constituents that are good. The nutraceutical world, it's a wonderful product. Well, yeah, we've known that. Thousands of scientific studies have been done on aloe vera gel. It's one of the best things that we've been given on this earth to be able to help our bodies. Now, it's also a great prebiotic. And that's what we call GI superfood, our gastrointestinal tract superfood. Because we want to colonize our guts with healthy, good bacteria, probiotics, okay? So we have a product for that, right? Probiotics, right? So what does the probiotics like to eat? They like to eat the aloe. They love the aloe. So if we're colonizing our gut with the aloe, okay, we are now creating an environment that's friendly to good bacteria, and you can absorb those nutrients, and we're creating a super highway system for our nutrients. Do you understand what I'm doing here? So no longer are we sitting there going, I came into Forever, I'm brand new distributor, I just walked in today, what do I take? I feel I need some energy, I need this, I need that. Oh, Vitalize. No, not Vitalize. Well, issues with my prostate, or I've got issues with not getting enough fruits and vegetables. Oh, I've got some stuff for you. No. Stop. Your first comment, start here, aloe vera. Get your gut ready to prepare for the nutrients we're about to give you, okay? get your body prepared for the nutrients we're about to deliver. Now, when you look at it, see if we can get this, there we go. There was just, so you don't just believe me. So you don't just sit there and say, hey, Steve, we understand absorption of nutrients and so forth. Multiple studies have been done at different locations in the world at different times. The conclusion of these studies that I've seen specifically show this. You ready? This is it. When you take a nutrient by itself, you get the value of that nutrient. Okay? Percentage of that nutrient. When you take it with aloe vera gel, 3.7 times better. Who wants 3.7 times better? Anybody? Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about it again. Hi, Steve. How you doing? I'm doing great. Steve, I'm looking for nutrition. I'm sure you are. A lot of people are at this point in time. Have you thought about aloe vera gel? Well, why? Well, because the food that we're eating today at lunch, you want to get all those nutrients. Or did you just buy that $20 whatever meal just to get only a third of the nutrients? No, I want all of the nutrients, Steve. You want all the nutrients? You want to get the most out of that meal you're just eating? Take aloe vera gel. I'm now going to help you. The money you're spending, I'm going to help you make sure that you're going to get everything you can out of that meal. And everything out of every supplement that you're taking. Because that's what aloe vera does. It helps us maximize the nutrient absorption. Do you understand the power of aloe? If that's all you can do, if that's all they have the money for, start with aloe vera gel. And you're helping that person get more nutrients out of every meal that they're eating. And then as they take the supplements, they're going to get more nutrients out of those. It's simple, isn't it? Aloe vera gel. Science supports it. Those of you who do it on a daily basis, you're a product of the products, you know it's true too. Okay? Do not be shy. As Anand said, fear is for the weak. This room isn't full of weakness. This room is full of greatness. And the great ones will share great knowledge. You're receiving great knowledge today. I hope you don't walk away from here not understanding what we're talking about. All right? Here we go. Get the nutrients out of both these foods as much as possible, and they're actually having the benefit. Now, that's where it kind of gets a little fun. You have aloe vera gel at the beginning, right? A lot of you are using RG. So they were asking me, they said, Steve, I can't tell you how many distributors have come up to me and said, hey, Steve, what do you take? You want to know what I take? You know what the foundation for Steve Hatchett is? When I talk to Rex, when I talk with everybody in the world, this is the foundation, the core for health. Okay? Probiotic, Arctic Sea, RG+, all on the base of aloe vera gel. They say, well, Steve, what's this up here? What's this? This happens to be a new product. So wait a second. Let's just stop for a second. Now, how many of you would like to know what that new product up there is? Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not so many. No. Yeah, you guys want to hear it? You want to see it? Okay, I like my job too much. You guys want to see what's that product that you're going to take on a daily basis? Come tomorrow to the rally. Don't miss it. You won't want to miss this. This is a product we take every single day. In fact, Enrique Espinoza, 5K, outstanding. He's great. He came up and he brought a bunch of his distributors, 100 distributors up to Forever Nutraceutical. We all had a chance to sit down and talk for a second. And Enrique, he grabbed my hand and he said, hey, Steve, how you doing? I said, good. And I was about ready to go somewhere else. He goes, no, he grabbed me. I was like, what? He said, Steve, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean, what am I doing? He goes, no, you look really good. What's going on? I said, oh, it's because it's, can't tell you. I said, make it to rally. You going to Hawaii? He says, I'm going to Hawaii. I said, you'll find out there. So this is the core. For all of you guys, this is the core. Now let's go through these products real fast and make sure you understand why. Understand the symbiotic relationship with probiotics and a prebiotic like aloe vera gel. I talked to you about it earlier. You're able to go in there, it's a forever exclusive, and you're able to colonize your gut with good bacteria. 85-15. Write that number down, 85-15. Okay? Dr. Balch, in his book, Prescription for Nutritional Healing, gives you this ratio. What that ratio is 85% of our gut should be the good or friendly bacteria, like probiotics, Lactobacillus acidophilus, Bifidum longum, those types of things. That's what should be 85%. And then the 15% is the other coliforms and other bacteria that's naturally derived in your stomach. That's what he considers, and what I believe as well, is a healthy environment for proper digestion. Guess what the ratio is for most people? Exactly opposite. 15% of the negative bacteria of the good bacteria, and 85% of the negative bacteria. That's what people are saying. Why are they popping pills, pharmaceuticals, other things that are helping with their heartburn and with all their challenges with digestion? And why are they having so many challenges? And you know what's really, really sad? This is the saddest thing ever. I have a bunch of my friends that are now, we're jumping up into our 40s and so forth, and they're always telling me, oh my gosh, my stomach, and I can't eat that, and I better hold off on that, and I better not do that, and it kind of gets me all, I'm looking at them, I'm going, the problem. So bring on the spice, bring on the food, I'm eating. Because their GIs aren't right. Fast-paced lifestyle, we have a bunch of excess. We have excess pollution, we have excess food, we have excess stuff that's all on our plate, stress and everything else that's going on. What we don't have is the right amount of nutrients, and we don't have the right amount of exercise going on. That's just what's happening. That's the reality. So what happens? We get this proportion wrong, and our guts aren't doing what we're supposed to be doing. And guess what? Nutrient absorption drops down, energy levels drop down, and you're not able to do things as effective as you used to do them. Okay? Simple, simple, simple. Probiotic. It's key. It's exclusive to you. I hope you know that. Rex and I worked on this formula over 13 years ago. This is the first product I worked on with Rex. 13 years ago. I hope you guys are taking advantage of this incredible product. It provides 6 beneficial strains, enhances the absorption, creates a healthy digestive system, and it helps us get to this 85-15 ratio that we're so focused on. All right? Now, anybody take RG? Not a bad product, huh? Nice, nice. You get that cascading of translation going through there. But yeah, RG Plus, wonderful product. We talked about, again, another forever exclusive. Wonderful, wonderful product. Talk about, it's one of the most efficiently converted forms of arginine to nitric oxide. Anybody know what this is behind us? It's the Nobel Prize, won by Dr. Farad Murad. In fact, when he heard I was coming to be with you guys today, he said, Steve, will you please tell them this statement? He goes, if I could give them one statement, this is what I would give them. I am a consumer of RG Plus, and based upon the component profile and synergy of its cofactors, I believe RG Plus to be the most efficient and the best arginine-based formula on the market. That's from a Nobel Prize winner. That's your product. Pretty exciting, huh? It was classic. One day he called me and I said, Dr. Murad, what's up? And he says, hey, Steve, I've got a problem. And I thought, oh boy, what's wrong? You know, it's going to go on. And he says, Steve, I'm out of product. You got to ship me some product. I said, hey, sign up under a distributor. You'll get your product. No, I'm just kidding. But it was great. He loves RG Plus, and with his credentials and so forth, it's really nice to have him on the team. Arctic Sea. I've talked to you about this before. Increase the DHA levels. You know why that's so important. It's the fatty tissues in our brains and all the key elements of our organs and so forth. You have to have the right levels of docosahexaenoic acid. It's so important. Omega-3s are just so critical, and this is a great formula. It's, again, a formula exclusive. When you're focusing on areas to help with heart health and joint support and eye health and cognitive function, all those types of things. That's where omega-3s have study after study after study. In fact, it's the most well-researched and most studied ingredient outside of 1 or 2 pharmaceutical and drugs. It is just, there's take this every day, period. That's the way you should do. And the certifications we have of the purity and so forth, it's just incredible. All right, so step 3 is personalized. You heard her talk about that. So once you actually have the aloe, right? We start with aloe, then we go to the core for health, right? And then as soon as we've got all that in place, then if we have additional issues that we want to address, specifically for men or for women, for weight, for digestion, for energy, for other types of things that you need, mental and so forth, antioxidants, you want to increase your antioxidant levels, we have products for all of that. But start with aloe. Go to the core foundation and then personalize. Don't personalize first, okay? All right, let's talk about it real fast. This woman, just a couple of examples. She wants more energy. She decides bee pollen, balance, vitalize, and forever vision because she wants to help with her vision, okay? Men, perhaps this is a good example. Is Franz. He wants to help with his cardiovascular health, so he's looking at cardio. He needs to get more vegetables in his diet. He's looking at Nature's 18 and wants to focus on helping make sure he's proactive with his prostate, and so he looks at Vitalize as a great option, okay? So that's in addition to. Again, that's step 3. Again, aloe, right? Let's say it with me. First is second is foundation. Well, let's do it again. Aloe, and then foundation, right? And then personalize, okay? That's how you build the product. You want to be like Maria? Yeah! You want to be like Maria? We're at 12,500? Okay. That's how she's doing it. Now, this is a simple 1, 2, 3. Don't forget it. And this, look at this energy. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. You need to be a product of the products, okay? Final statement, and I'll turn it over to Carl. But don't miss this, all right? Don't miss this. I went on a run the other day, and I like to run, and I took off to go up to Diamond Head Crater. And I really wasn't actually going to Diamond Head originally. I just went out and got on the sidewalk and started going. And I didn't know exactly where I was going. How many distributors and how many people in life, they get out of their car, and they don't know where they're going either. They're just kind of off and running. They don't know exactly where they're going, okay? Well, I didn't. I was just, hey, I'm new to Hawaii, so I'm just running. For some reason, I'm feeling super good that morning, and I just start really cranking it and going hard, and I was having a lot of fun going down. And then I see a sign. It says Diamond Head, and I thought, maybe I could make it all the way up to Diamond Head. I heard about Diamond Head, you know. You guys are going Diamond. I thought maybe I'd go up and see what Diamond looked like and that sort of thing. So I went up there. Off I go on this trek. Well, I thought it was a lot closer than it was. And it took a lot longer than I anticipated. But I kept going, a lot like the distributors in this world and people in this world who are trying. They know that health is good for them. They know that they want to be part of a great company, but they don't know exactly how to get there. They're looking for you. They're looking for people who have done it, people who know, who aren't just kind of going, I'm curious. They want people who know they've been there, okay? So I go all the way up to the top, get there, and this is the interesting part of the story. As I read a little bit of the history about it, the sailors came in back in the early 1800s, and they found this crater, and they thought they were rich. They thought they were rich because inside they found diamonds everywhere. That's how they came in Diamond Head. Diamonds inside, and they were rich, and they told their friends and their families and everybody, we're rich, we're rich, we're rich. We found it. We've worked so hard. We've pushed, and we got to the top, and now we're here, and we've got it. And guess what it was? When they took it to the jeweler, it was a calcite crystal worth 0.0000001 cent. Okay. How many people in this world are attached to other companies or were with Forever Living and have left and tried to go find this wonderful, wonderful make-believe world where you don't have to work as hard, where you don't have to try, where it just magically happens, all this wonderful marketing telling you that it's going to be great over here, only to find out all they're really selling is calcite crystals. All that work, and these poor people. And look, I was talking to John Miller earlier this morning, and he was telling me, he said, Steve, he goes, I had a whole group, and they were so focused and directed, and then this group came swarming out of nowhere, this marketing firm that says, It'll change your life. Start with us. It's going to be great, blah, 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 and go off. And they somehow got sucked into the calcite crystals. Off they go. Guess what? Bankrupt in 1 year. Guess what? They come back. Oh, John, hey, we're back. We're back. Well, you've lost all that time. You've lost all that opportunity. And the one thing you can't get back is your credibility. Your credibility is too important. If you go from here to there, trying to find the perfect diamond, you're going to find calcite crystals. Why have calcite crystals when Forever Living is offering you diamonds? Why have calcite crystals when you're offering you diamonds? Stick with a company that has somebody like Carl Zander and Aidan O'Hare and Garen Breinholt and Gary Shreve and Greg Mon and the leader at the top, Rex Mon. You want to be a product of the product? Be like Rex Mon. Every single day, pushing, going to the top. Could he be done? Could he be retired? Could he be finished? You bet. He's having too much fun, helping other people. That's why you're here today. You're helping other people. You're going to be a diamond. You're going to go for it. You're not going to settle for calcite crystals. Let's go, Forever Living. Let's go.